Salaman, Salaman. Welcome to lecture 70. The title of this lecture, Purpose of Hajj in the Light of the Quran. So there will be two lectures on this subject. So today I will present you the part 1. As in the last lecture we discussed, the Hajj means or signifies discussion on the disputed problem in the form of community, in the form of UNO, in the form of General Assembly, or you know, any any level in mosque or in any school or any community. So the Hajj means discussions with reasoning in the light of the Quranic education. So Ibrahim's dream was to establish the first international Quranic convention hall or the center for different nations where they could sit together and discuss respective problems of their regions and find acceptable solution with the application of the code presented by the Quran. So this was the purpose of the Hajj according to the Quran. So any nation, any country, where they want to do it, they can do it. They can perform, discuss the different problem, the different issues. So so to keep the peace and security situation under control, the Quranic Federation made a declaration of historical grand and monument assembly and invited the people to join this conference. So this was the purpose of Hajj in the verse 9:3. So in this invitation, there was no restriction that Muslim, non-Muslim, or the basis on the nationality or religion or sect or color, nothing like that. Because the Quran does not use the word Aghar al-Muslimin. It is their invention. It is religious people fabrication. If the Quran put the word Muslim and non-Muslim, then it is a discrimination based on the religion, which Quran doesn't want at any cost. So this gathering was what Quran advised us that what you should do, discuss all these problems at all level. So don't involve in your sect, your religion, your nationality, because humanity has the same problem. Our basic necessity of life, our social system, our economy, with the same requirements, whether east or west or wherever. So that is the reason Quran make the declaration وَإِذَنْ مِنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولُهُ إِلَى النَّاسِ يَوْمَ الْحَجُّ الْأَكْبَرِ. Yes. أن الله بريء من مشركين ورسله وإن تبتم وهو خير لكم وإن تولتم فاعلموا إنكم غير مجزي الله وبشر الذين كفروا بعذاب أليم. So for this verse I brought the translation of Mohsen Khan because he was a medical professional in Saudi Arabia. And a declaration from Allah and His Messenger to mankind on the greatest day. Where is the greatest day? The 10th of Dhul Hajj, they have given the date. The 12th month of Islamic calendar. And in the Quran there is no calendar, no month, no day. We have fabricated it. That Allah is free from all obligation to mushrikeen, and so is His messenger. So if you mushrikeen repent, it is better for you. So this is the translation. Let me give you, this is a public announcement, azan. You know this azan in the mosque, same word. And this azan is a non-Quranic. The Quranic azan announcement for the betterment of the people, and they change it into 5 times, announcement for offering the prayers. And then they fabricated Bilal. He did it. Muhammad did not do it. So, it's so much confusion. And these Muslims, they are happy with this intoxication. And moreover, the Sunnis azan is different, Shia azan is different, and Jew azan is different. Actually, the azan gift has been given by the Jew to Muslim. All these things what we have. From Allah and His Messenger. This is announcement. And Messenger Ibrahim. Allah is the head of the state of the Quranic Federation. For humanity-loving people, ilan nas. About the time of the Grand Assembly, Yawm al-Hajj al-Akbar, I already give you what is Yawm al-Hajj al-Akbar. So this is the reason. When you have international or the different nation, you invite them, that is Hajj al-Akbar. Just like BRICS now, the Russia has invited, the people, come over here, let us sit together and we solve the petrodollar, weapons. This is because USA has made all the world, all the countries of this planet slave in the form of economy. And if you will not do your transaction or business in dollars, they will put the restriction upon you. So this is happening from 100 years. So the planet, this beautiful planet, has been, controlled by USA and Western government by using, this petrodollar or euro, and then they have 750 army bases all over the world to make the people slave. Economically, they should not get the freedom. And then they have UN. UN is a circus, to make the people slave. Then they have a bank. Then they have a corporation. Then they have a CIA. So this is what Russia has done or China has done, because they have devoured the billions of dollars of the poor country. Like they have devoured billions of dollars of Iran and Russia and all other nations. And even though after that they don't agree with this petrodollar, they kill them, they change their government. Like Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, they change it. So this is a problem we have. So this, what Russia is doing or China is doing and all other nations are doing, actually it is a freedom from the economic slavery. It's a worst kind of slavery. They use the force, they use the economic sanction, whatever they want to do. Libya was a paradise for the people. Now it has been become a burning hell because the Muslim, they don't have sense. They are fighting to each other. So this is the Hajjul Akbar, or this is the announcement from the Quranic Federation that let you get together all the nation and give them the economic program, justice program, social system program, family system based on the Quran. So to declare that Allah's laws and His messenger or message, because message and messenger same thing. Dissociate. We are sick of this system we have. Just like what Russia is saying, China is saying, because they are the leading country, they are working, and they don't believe in God. And all the believer of God, they are under them. Why their supplication, your Hajj, the present Hajj or the Umrah, why Allah is not listening them? Why He should listen? Because these all ritual or worshipping is against the Quran. Quran does not mention anything about what we are doing. So bari, dissociate. I'm sick of from those parasite religious and capitalist oligarchies, mushrikeen, oligarchies, all. Any person, any country, any leader, he can be oligarch if he is using, you know, resources to make the people slave. So all these banking, insurance, and all these big organizations, they're all oligarchies. So who attributed their self-interest economy policy and social order to Allah's social and economical immutable and natural laws? Mushrikeen. Mushrikeen does not mean who worship other than Allah. No, just cheat you. This is a delusion. So, all of these religious leaders, they are mushrikeen. All our political leaders, they are mushrikeen. It's a rebellious against the constitution of the Quran. So if you come back from the from wrong path to the right path, in tabtum, tawbah, the same word. This is an excellent choice for you. فَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. Not by force. What US is doing, what Western countries doing, or what our Islamic ruler, they are doing. They don't give you any choice. خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. This is for you. Khair, freedom, fraternity, nobility, and this is the meaning of khair. And if you turn away, then comprehend that Allah's laws are not lack of strength or power. So if you put a powerful government system based on the Quran, Allah will not come to help you out. We have to. It is a message of for us, the supreme authority, that you have to do everything. If you will not come back, this will be a live program. This conference, this gathering is a live program for Bashari. Like now what the news you are listening for, BRICS, every day they have done this, they have done this. This is a Bashar. Of pain and sorrow, bi azabul alim. If American or Western country, they are controlling you already from the 100 years. So if this will continue, your griefs, your sorrows, your crying, your mourning will not end. This is Azabun Alim, in which we are now. For those who are in a floods of remorse and ignorant thinking. So they give you this Hajj, Umrah, just you should become ignorant, don't think about that. So this is a kafir. Any person who are in a floods of remorse and ignorant thinking, that is a kafir. So this is the, Quranic Hajj. Then again in verse 649, the Quran advises that the discussion of any government affairs should be done under the guidance of the Quranic laws of reasoning and wisdom. Why BRICS is happening? Because they are fed up, they are tired. If you want to transfer your money in rupees or in real or in any currency, so it is compulsory you have to transfer in the form of dollar currency. And if you will not do, you cannot send your money. And if they will do in other currency, they will put the restriction on the bank because the banks are running under their control. So this Western country and USA, they are they are controlling this beautiful planet by controlling you economically, then bank, then they have an army, then they have weapon, then they have an atom bomb. So look, it's this struggle what BRICS is doing now. Actually, it's a struggle against the economic servitude, and it's a message of the freedom from this, American system or Western system. فَلِلَّهِ الْحَجَّةُ الْبَالِغَةُ فَلَوْ شَاءَ لَهَدَاكُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. What you should? Hajjah, discussion, Haji, the person who participate in the discussion. But our Hajis who has the haram, sexual dress and make the circulation, he is a Haji. But Quran is saying any person who discussed affairs on the basis of reasoning, wisdom, he is a Haji. Make announcement, Akul. Allah's laws are model of the reasoning and wisdom. وَلِلَّهُ الْحَجَّةُ Hajjatun. Not Umrah, not Safa Marwa, not Zamzam, not 5 time prayers, not Arfat, not stoning the stone to the shaitan. Nothing like that. Hajjatun. And reach to the utmost point of explanation, balagha, by discussion, believe. You know tabligh word, tablighi jamaat, it's the same word. It's the same word. So, balagha, to convey the message, not tablighi jamaat what they are doing. They have a Deoband constitution from India, but now they have been banned. It's a very good thing. That was a virus. If you had the plan that all mankind should follow the right path or guidance, lahadakum, he would have evolved them without the choice of freedom. If, look what the dictator government is doing, the same thing Quran is saying. The Quranic Federation was the pioneer of the, you know, freedom in writing, in speaking, and reasoning. Look, can you speak anything? Any person can speak against the royal family in Saudi Arabia or the other dynasties or in Pakistan or in any Islamic country. The moment you will speak against these people, the ruler, or against the religious people, they will kill you or they will put you behind the bar. So this is our Islam now, which is 180 degree against the education of the Quran. Quran is a pioneer of the freedom of speaking, freedom of choice, freedom of activities. Do you have any freedom in any Islamic country? No. So instead of what we should do, the people, the Muslims, instead of going to Umrah, Hajj, and going into the mosque, we should get together and we should start our struggle for our freedom, for our fraternity, for all kind of slavery we have, not from Western country, as well as from our Muslim rulers. They are the manager of these countries. So now the Quran further advises, during the discussion of Hajj even, do not show any weakness in exercising Quranic laws with the vastness and deep thinking. Give the argument. Put this Quranic constitution in the UN. Even UN constitution is very best, very good. Because look, according to the UN Charter, that if you want to put any restriction against any country, you have to take the permission from the Security Council. But what America is doing, they don't care about the UN. They don't care about the charter of the UN. And they made the UN. Right? Why they made it? Because their forefathers did it. Because they want to control the people. They want to divert their resources. Then moreover, they have the veto power. Even General Assembly, 200 countries, they are going against any person, but one veto from America, it will finish everything. So this is democracy. وَإِذَنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُكَ رِجَالٌ وَعَلَى كُلِّ ضَامِرٍ يَأْتٍ مِنْ كُلِّ فَحَجٌّ عَمِيقٍ. Look the translation. And proclaim to mankind Hajj pilgrimage. They will come to you on foot and on every lean camel. They will come from every deep and distant wide mountains highway. Look, the injustice. And that is the reason from centuries, these translations, they have destroyed you. Your power of thinking, reasoning, they destroy it. And all our mosques, our religious leaders, they are doing 24 hours this. So we can say, and make announcement for the humanity-loving people. Wazan, again, azan. Finnas, humanity-loving people, not the religious people. They are the enemy of the humanity. They divided the people into different sects, into different creed, and they are running their business. Regarding reason-based Allah's laws, bil Hajj, pursue these laws, yataku, with courage, not by foot. They have put the, come by foot. No. The Rajal, courage. One meaning is courage. When you speak, in this conference, in the Hajj conference, you speak with the courage. Like in UNO, I have listened to the speech of the Hungary, representative of the marvelous person. Covering upon all your weakness, wala kulle damrun, your weakness, not every lean camel. Where you are sitting, this your Quran has been manipulated. The present translation of the Quran is not a Quran. It is a heresy. Imam Tabri, and then all his followers, they did it. So, wala kulle damran, covering upon all your weakness. Express over there that we have this problem. Like now in BRICS, every country, over participating in that, they are discussing that, and now they are making a currency. It's a first step toward the liberation of the economic servitude on this planet from the hegemony of USA and Western countries. World Bank they have made. Apply yatina with vastness for Hajja, again Hajja, and with deep contemplation in your society, amig, thinking, noble thinking. And then تقولون سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا ما كنا له المقرنين. And then what you should do, express, say, glory to Him who has made manageable to us. Or, Subhanallah, we are working, we are struggling like a swimmer. Sabah, like a swimmer for the establishment. What are the satanic forces? We want to control them. And we could never have it by our efforts. If we don't have the constitution of the Quran, and if you don't have the power for supporting us, we could not do it. And this verse 43:13, if you had a chance to fly by Saudi airline, so before taking off their aircraft, so they recite this. وَتَقُولُونَ سُبْحَانَ الَّذِي سَخَّرَ هَذَا وَمَا كُنَّا لَهُ مُقْرِنِينَ. This is the religious affair. They did it. Look, Muhammad, when he used to go for traveling, he was reciting the prayer. Finish. And our nation, Muslim, that Muhammad did it? Finish. This is the meaning of this verse. Work now. Leave the worshipping. If you will technically, socially, you are a good nation, you will control all. Look, China, Russia, all other countries, they are doing it. They are controlling it. But what they did in justice, they put this verse for the traveling. When you are traveling by air, so you should recite it. And the captain of the Saudi airline, he made this announcement. He made this announcement before taking of the aircraft. So this is a pathetic nation we have. We have insulted the Quran, and that is why we are living in the degradation. Look, these aircraft, they are manufactured by the non-Muslim. What they are saying, Quran does not say they are non-Muslim. And now they are saying, this is the verse we should recite it before taking the aircraft in the air. Similarly, all these religious oligarchies, They are sighting the moon with the German telescope, all of religious leaders. So what we can do? Then again in verse 2, 1 to 7, the Quran informs that Ibrahim and Ishmael made a foundation of the Quranic Federation in their area. Our noble house of the Quran discussion center, based on its eminent and lofty principle to make this mission successful. They started it. What Russia is doing now, what China is doing now. It's the same. The Quran uses a wording which has no effect of space and time. Same problem. It was also a political platform for the people to express their thoughts openly to resolve their affairs. So it's independence. Discuss. And وَإِذَا يَرْفَعْ إِبْرَاهِيمُ الْقَوَاعِدَ مِنَ الْبَيْتِ وَإِسْمَاعِيلُ رَبَّنَا تَقَبَّلْ مِنَّا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. Look the translation. And remember, when Ibrahim and his son, show me where it is a son, or any verse from the Quran, there are 114 surahs, any verse from those days, if they present that Ismail was the son of the Ibrahim, please send me. We're raising the foundation of the house of the Kaaba. Where is the Kaaba over here? They made this Makkah Kaaba because it's a controlled by monarchy. Our Lord accept this service from us. Verily, you are our hearer. So this is let me give you what Ibrahim Ismail did now. And when Ibrahim and Ismail raised the modes and manner of the free speech, qaida, free speech, in all affair of life, from the noble house of discussion, min al-bayt, proper noun, not the house. Constitution Discussion Center, the Quranic Constitution Discussion Center. It does not mean they build the Kaaba, the square, and then, I have given in my last lecture that he raised the foundation, what they are saying, and there is a footprint of Ibrahim, Maqam Ibrahim. This is what Maqam Ibrahim. He established the system like you are now. They should our charter. This is our planning, our strategy from our end. So they submit their program. Ismail and Ishmael, they were both leaders. And Ibrahim was senior than Ismail, not son. So they present their program to the Quranic Federation that we want to do this. Approve it, taqabbal. And you understand the reason of this assembly based on your best knowledge. Why we want to do it. Why they want to hold this BRICS conference. Why they want to gather for this? You know the reason. So same thing is over here. I'm giving you metaphorically, example. After approval of their joint venture, they hugged and shook each other foreheads with commission. 37. And what is the translation they have made? Then when they had both submitted themselves to the will of Allah, and he had laid down a prostrate on his forehead, on the side of his forehead for slaughtering. From here this slaughtering has come. This is the verse they are saying that Allah sent this lamb from the heaven and then Ibrahim tried to slaughter the lamb instead of slaughtering Ismail. So you know the stories, and you are following these stories from centuries. So when Falamma both Ibrahim and Ismail were agreed to remove evilness from the society, Asallama, Salam, Salim, Aslam, Salamatun, Salamun, to remove any person, she or he removes the evils and corruption from the society, he is a Muslim. Not the Muslim, not we. We have created a chaos, mayhem on this planet. And then they say, oh, the doctor has converted so many Muslims in the world. Okay, let me ask whether he is a Muslim or religious Muslim? No. According to the Quranic definition, they are mushrikeen. It is their business. And they moved him with the agitation or put him in a state of motion or commission or shook him with the forehead. When they agreed, got the approval, then they hug each other. And Ibrahim kissed the forehead of the Ismail. Look, we got this. It was a matter of prayers. And now, the story they made that God sent the lamb, he saw in the dream that he is slaughtering the Ismail, his son. So this is all Bible. So this Tallar al-Jabin does not mean that he put down by his neck on the floor and then he start slaughtering him. Shook him. Tallar al-Jabin, forehead. The commentary on the above mentioned translation runs as follows in the Islamic literature, which is present below as such. In all the translation of the Quran. So, I have given you the summary. It's a long story, long and lengthy story. Fairy tales. The both submitted and he put his forehead down for the sacrifice to proceed. This is Talal al-Jabi. Then, this is all, from the Islamic translation or tradition. And you can check the translation of Imam Tabari and all other classical or contemporary translations, same thing you'll find. But I have, to save the time, I have given you 4 or 5 points. Ibrahim laid down his son and put his forehead down. These are the scholars. You can check all the Qurans. They are giving this. He took a sharp knife and started to slaughter his son. But the knife refused to cut the neck of Ismail. The shame on them. Then God sent down beautiful lamb from the heaven and Ibrahim slaughtered it. And in this way, Allah saved Ismail from the knife of Ibrahim. So the question arises, why these people who are doing this Qurbani or Hajj, or why they are not slaughtering their sons? This is also Sunnah of Ibrahim. And all the translation is mentioned. Why they are not doing? Hence, slaughtering lamb on the eve of Eid al-Adha, not mentioned in the Quran, is a sunnah of Ibrahim. So this is sunnah. But not slaughtering, according to their translation, they slaughtered the Ismail. He slaughtered the Ismail. So this is the problem we have. The Quranic Union of State appreciate this collaboration. 3710. Again, Moshe Khan, and we called out him, O Ibrahim. When they agree, and we Quranic Federation called him or appreciated him, it is a very good decision of Ibrahim. You did a wonderful decision. Like what Putin is doing, well, Chinese had done, all these people. In the laws of Allah, this is a very good decision. Again, the Quranic Federation appreciated his accomplishment. 37105. قَدْ صَدَّقَ الرُّؤْيَا إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُرْسَلِينَ. Look, you have fulfilled the dream, vision. Because all Bible has mentioned it, the Ibrahim and all these our literature have these, that he saw the dream that he is slaughtering the Ismail. So God was happy that, look, you did this slaughtering, and instead we saved Ismail because we ordered the knife not to work. Do you think knife will listen to the order of Allah? Knife, the purpose of knife to cut you can use anywhere. Unbelievably cut. You have proved your vision. Sadakur Raya means what idea you have, an international platform from all the humanity loving people. You have successfully done it. This was your vision, not dream of slaughtering the Ismail. This was your dream. This is how we reward, and we will reward you. What reward? There was a peace and prosperity. Those who become the cause of the beauty, stability, and balance in the society, Mohsineen, the definition of the Mohsineen is here. Those people who create beauty, balance in all aspects of life, so that the humanity should move peacefully, live in a peace. These people are Mohsineen. What Russia is doing now, what China is doing, and all the BRICS people, the delegation who attended this, they are Mohsineen. They are trying to bring the beauty and balance. Ihsan, ihsan means to remove the deficiency. Ihsan bil walidain wal yatama. Remove the deficiency of the people and yatama and isolated people. Walidin does not mean your parents. So this is the Mohsineen. This, his struggle for the betterment of his society, surely it was not an open public trial. So they are saying it was a big trial for the Ibrahim to slaughter his son. That is a all ridiculous thing they are doing. Translation: Inna hadha lahwa labalu al-mabin. Surely this was an open trial or judgment for his personal, because he wants to establish it. Bala means when you have gold with impurities. So when you put in the fire to separate gold from the impurity from brass and copper, that is a bala. So this was the test of, not that God is testing him, no. It was the test or trial of his struggle whether he will successful or not. He was a successful person. And that is why the Quran says he was the Imam of the humanity. But they made Imam Hassan, Imam Ali. And this Mohsineen, Hassan, they took from here. They are worshipping Hassan and Hassan. But the Mohsineen, this. Any person from any nation, from any religion, if he or she is doing the beautiful job to remove the evils and corruption from the society, he is a Mohsineen person, beauty. And beauty means the balance and proportionality anywhere. And he was rewarded in the form of peaceful and prosperous society. So look, the Mohsin Khan, and we ransom him with a great sacrifice, a ram, a lamb. The question arises, if the God sent the lamb from the heaven or ram, so why they are slaughtering the camel? Why they are slaughtering the goat? Why they are slaughtering the cow? This is a revolt against their translation. And we rewarded him energetically for this, for his great sacrification. He worked a lot. Slaughtering doesn't mean literally you have a knife and slaughtering, and no. Slaughtering means you put your efforts with strength, courage, and bravery to accomplish this mission, Azim. Look, the Quran is giving what they did. Now look what Russia and China and other countries are doing against the hegemony of the Western and USA. Well, they have full control. Same thing Ibrahim did. And then peace and prosperity upon Ibrahim. Salamun ala Ibrahim. Appreciation or greetings upon Ibrahim for removing evilness from the society. Look, it's a great appreciation. If this BRICS will become successful, it will be a great achievement because Western country and America, they don't want it. They will try their best. This is a salam. So you can say salam upon Putin, upon Chinese head of state, and all these people who are struggling against this economic servitude, which is from the 100 years American and Western countries have made it. This is how we reward those who bring beauty and balance in the society. Again, this is how we reward those who create beauty, prosperity, and balance in the. If Russian or Chinese or all these states who are participating in the BRICS, if they become successful, it will bring the beauty and balance in the society. Economy will grow, more jobs. This colonizing system is finished. Petrodollar weapons will go. So they are trying. Because Muslims, they are dead. They have all the resources, but they are the manager. They are managing for Western countries. And this was the role model for the generation yet to come. وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ. This role model, these people or these nations who are participating in the BRICS, this is the role model they are following of Ibrahim, following Ismail role model, following the Quran. And we left is as a role model for the coming generation. They are doing it. We are not doing it. So this is the Quranic purpose of Hajj. So please stop all these what you are doing. Start thinking. Hajj does not mean that you go over there, put billions of dollars in the pocket of Saudi royal family. They are dead. The only thing, their religion is their dynasty, to maintain their dynasty, to control all resources of wealth. If America is doing same thing, or Western doing, so they are doing in monarchy and all these rich, rulers. They are doing the same thing with their people. Their people, they're mourning, they're crying under their slavery. And they are the slave of the Western countries. Because if American hegemony is, if it is gone, then what will happen? All these people who are crying, who are mourning in the Islamic State, they will get free. Because the main cause, the America is supporting them, Western countries supporting them. All these rich, all rich countries, they are the manager of this Western country. So thank you very much, and we will have another lecture on the same subject.